It's time to award the best of Disney's Hollywood studios.
Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Hello there, MamFam, and welcome to the third edition of the Mammoth Club Theme Park Award.
Or as we like to call them, the Golden Mammoths. We're your hosts, Molly and Alan.
And today we are headed to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So take a stroll down Sunset Boulevard with us as we award the best in attractions, entertainment, and dining at the Hollywood that never was, but always will be.
We've got 10 Golden Mammoths to hand out tonight, so let's jump right into it with our first category.
Let's.
And that first category is Best Thrill Ride. Now, Alan, when you think of Hollywood Studios, what do you think of the rides?
Oh, I think they are filled with bangers only. You have a lot of attractions that are quite thrilling, but in different ways.
Absolutely.
From roller coasters to up and down drops. Very
Simulators. All the thrills.
Every single thrill.
Let's take a look at the nominees, shall we? For Best Thrill Ride, we have Slinky Dog Dash, Rock and Roller Coaster, starring Aerosmith, for now.
The Muppets, later.
Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Alan, how do you feel about these nominees?
I think it is truly a stat cast of nominees, and I have to tell you, it is a tough decision that our committee has had to make.
What stands out to you when it comes to thrill at Hollywood Studios?
Well, mostly it's the feeling in my stomach. If it is deciding to lurch up and down, then I truly know that I have been thrilled.
For me, there's two frontrunners on this list here, and they're both at the end of Sunset Boulevard.
Ugh.
I think the 1-2 punch of Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror, it's hard to beat. But who was the winner and will take home our first coveted Golden Mammoth tonight? And the winner is...
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely taking it home there in the Twilight Zone. But let's talk about the attractions that didn't make the cut.
You know, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, no longer presented by Haynes, at some point in the future, summer 2026, to be presented by the Muppets. I do think that is a thrilling attraction. I think it's a great time, but I just think you can't beat the theming at Tower of Terror.
I fully agree. It is, in my opinion, one of the most well-themed attractions that exists in Disney Hollywood Studios.
And I would say all of Walt Disney World.
I would agree. That lobby alone, echoing you in with those creepy cobweb-filled interiors, it's something to behold.
Also, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is interesting because I don't know that everyone would consider it a thrill ride, but the Walt Disney Company does, and therefore the committee does as well.
True. For
me, though, I think the best part of Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is the queue.
Correct. The biggest thrill is stepping on board the Falcon.
Yup.
That's it.
So therefore, not as good. And Slinky Dog Dash, while being a wonderful family coaster, I just don't think it could reach the top speeds that this category was really looking for.
I agree.
But you know who's excited to celebrate this victory?
Our field reporters, Molly and Alan, who are ready to take their trip into the Twilight Zone. Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. We are so excited to be here at Disney's Hollywood Studios to accept the awards on its behalf.
And first up, we will accept an award on behalf of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I know one of my favorite rides in the park. Thrilled to see it. Grab that statue.
Absolutely. I can't wait to scream my way into the Twilight Zone.
I am just excited that this attraction is on the tip top of the awards list. So let's hop on what you may recognize as a maintenance service elevator that, really needs no introduction. The Hollywood Tower Hotel has been looming at the end of Sunset Boulevard since 1994, and it has been a fan favorite ever since. This is a drop-style attraction where you are going to head up 199 feet to the tippy top of the hotel, only to be pulled down. That's right, you're pulled down because gravity's not fast enough for the thrill. The drop sequence is randomized, which also adds to the excitement. But personally, my favorite thing about this attraction is the attention to detail, the cue, the setting of the spooky scene, which adds to the thrill and the spooks before you even step foot in the library. Note it does have a 40-inch height requirement, but I, for one, am ready to check in to the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. And this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone. You are the passenger.
as thrilling.
Absolutely. Listen, what a great attraction. I think so deserving, as you said before, of taking home that crown.
I just can never get over the theming in the lobby. It is so incredible, the amount of detail. All of those human hair and skin cell cobwebs really just look excellent. And everything is frozen in time from that tragic Halloween night, 1939. And if you look around the lobby, you can see like a couple having champagne. There's still lipstick on the glass. And just that storytelling is incredible here. Well-deserved award.
It is. And back to you, Molly and Alan.
Whew.
Thought you were going to get stuck there.
And don't forget, Molly and Alan, to visit my favorite part of the Tower of Terror, the Joffrey's cart at the exit.
I'm sure they did. They know how to treat themselves.
Just kidding. It's not my favorite part, but it is a good part.
It is up there.
Anyway, we have another award to give out.
Time for our next category. And our next category is Best Quick Service Restaurant. Now, Molly, when you think about the quick service food locations at Disney's Hollywood Studios, what springs to mind?
Well, I first want to clarify that the committee counted a quick service restaurant somewhere that you could go get a quick service meal, say on the dining plan. So snack carts need not apply, lounges need not apply, obviously table services need not apply.
All different categories entirely.
Yeah, literally. Stay tuned.
Yes.
This is a place where you can go get a relaxed meal, but a full meal. And when I think of Hollywood Studios dining, you know what I think?
What do you think?
Theming.
Duh.
The theming at some of these locations is compelling. Whether you're in a galaxy far, far away, Andy's backyard where his mom forgot to plant anything that would create some shade, or, you know, looking at props from a sitcom you might have seen one time in a hotel room, theming is important here.
And the nominees are Backlot Express, Woody's Lunchbox, Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, and the ABC Commissary. Now really, you are so right. Theming does come into play for a lot of these. But let's see which theme reigns supreme. Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo!
The graduation song?
Yeah, 100%. It's graduated to be a winner.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow. What
Wow.
a winner in perhaps one of the most themed lands in all of Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I think this is the correct choice. Now, I love a lunchbox tart, but you know what I don't love?
Tell
And
me.
I'm guessing the committee doesn't love it either.
Tell me.
Sitting outside in Florida in the summer.
Absolutely not. Listen, I do have a keen insight into the committee's likes and dislikes, and when I tell you that being sweaty while eating a hot treat is not high up on the list of things they enjoy.
Not to mention the fact that Woody's Lunchbox is a smaller location, so it can be hard to grab one of those tables. So I think that's why they missed out on the award. But why do you think ABC and Backlot didn't snag a victory here?
You know, I think Backlot Express is sort of a pillar of quick service meals in that it has items that can be found regularly across a whole host of different quick service locations. It's sort of your quintessential hamburger and fries joint. And that just isn't unique enough to drive the committee to make that as a serious selection. Now, as far as the ABC commissary goes, you've got it inside, covered in air conditioning, and it does have some great semi-rotating props.
I do love the buffalo chicken grilled cheese. This is a
That is
fantastic
tasty.
bite, and I think their menu overall is pretty good, but I just don't think it was enough to compete with a place as immersive as Galaxy's Edge. And speaking of, let's head over to our field reporters who are there on the spot, ready to grab some grub.
In that galaxy far, far away.
That's right, we are here on Batu to happily accept the award for Best Quick Service Restaurant at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo.
So, let's head inside and grab a bite.
Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo is the largest place to grab a bite in Spas, and it features a wide array of options. You can do anything from fried chicken and macaroni and cheese to ribs to a very delicious plant-based falafel dish. And as a pro tip, you can also get the ever-popular Ronto wrap from Ronto Roasters after 3 p.m., which I do believe truly helped cinch the award for this spot.
We have picked up our food from our mobile order. Molly has picked up the Pirjanad hot chicken tip yip. I have grabbed the Ronto wrap, in parentheses available after 3 p.m. as Molly mentioned, and on the side it comes with some yucca fries. Let's dig in.
Now a little pro tip, the hot chicken, if you get it as is, comes with rice and a corn succotash, but I prefer the side of the mac and cheese and the roasted vegetables, so you can switch it for that. Previously, this was on the kids' meal, and everybody loved it, so they finally moved it to the adult meal, because adults deserve mac and cheese too. Yeah. It's a controversial take, but that's what I'm here for. To just come at you with hot takes like adults should be able to eat mac and cheese. First up, the chicken. The chicken's very good. It's not dry, it's nice and moist, and it's got a bunch of this spicy chipotle sauce on it. The spicy chipotle sauce definitely has a little bit of a kick the more you eat it, but it's more of a smoky heat. It's not overwhelming, but if you're spice adverse, maybe this isn't the dish for you. Go with the classic Tipian. It does taste a little bit more exciting than a traditional barbecue sauce, which makes sense for where we are. And then they've got the roasted vegetables. Previously, it was just broccoli, so I actually love to see that we've got a nice medley. Oh my God, those are good. There's something on there I wasn't expecting. Those were hit with an Italian seasoning blend, but they're nice roasted vegetables, and then of course, the mac and cheese. It's creamy, it's streamy, it's really good mac and cheese, especially when this kind of smoky sauce has seeped onto some of it. For a quick service meal, this is excellent.
And I will be enjoying the Ronto wrap. Here you have a pork sausage with some slices of pork on the side and a slaw on top, all wrapped in a pita, effectively. Cheers. You can tell that this has all touched the grill. It's got that little bit of smoky flavor coming in. The slaw brightens this up because it could be pretty heavy in one note if you're looking at just your pita and the pork. Brightness from vinegar, some pepperiness coming in, like from some straight peppercorn, and then just the crunch of the veg. I think this is a perfect handheld treat in Batu. It's genuinely perfect.
And also, we've got these yucca fries here, which says are just with an aioli. What kind? We're gonna find out. A delicious kind.
Huh.
Now that is a garlicky, delicious aioli. I think there's a little bit of lemon in it too. It's a little bit lightened up, but it's mostly a delicious, creamy garlic aioli, and these fries are done perfectly. Yeah, this restaurant is great.
That was delicious.
I have to agree, and if you're fueling up before you pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, to not steal it and not help the resistance, sorry, Kylo Ren's right there, I just gotta cover my tracks. Yeah, Docking Bay 7 is where you should go.
And I have left very full, and with that it is time to Ronto wrap our field report and send it back to you.
Nice, nailed it, that was great. It's time for our next category. You know, Hollywood Studios has banger attractions, but one other thing it's known for, live theater.
It is.
There are several live productions you could see throughout the varied lands of Hollywood Studios, which means we have a special category just for this park. Live theater show, daytime. Alan,
yes.
Could you let everyone know what the committee counted for a live theater show daytime nominee?
I would absolutely love to. It has to be a live theater performance with live performers during the daytime hours.
In a theater, one would presume.
Yes, not out in the streets. It must be in a theater.
And there are plenty to behold at Hollywood Studios, but who made the nominee list?
Let's find out.
Beauty and the Beast live on stage. Disney Villains, Unfairly Ever After. The Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure. And the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Alan, do you know what I noticed about this list of nominees?
What do you notice about this list of nominees, Molly?
I noticed that there's 2 pretty old nominees and 2 very new nominees.
That's very true. There have been some new daytime shows added to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Both Disney Villains and The Little Mermaid debuted this spring. But can they stand up to fan favorites that have been around since the 90s?
Well, let's find out, shall we?
And the winner is Beauty and the Beast live on stage. Turns out no.
They can't.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think that the new shows didn't make the winner's podium?
Well, I'll tell you. I think that these older shows just have a certain, how do you say it? Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, French. Very fitting.
Yes, very fitting. Thank you so much for catching that, Molly. That's why you are grade A in the biz. I just believe that these shows do hold not only a bit of nostalgic fervor, but also really capture the essence of what a theatrical production should include.
I agree. I just think Disney Villains, while fun, it's good to be bad, doesn't have enough performers. And I think The Little Mermaid perhaps not as good as its predecessor. Whereas Indiana Jones has been around for almost as long as the park, and it's a banger. It's a family favorite. You're gonna see live stunts. It's really one of the last vestiges of old Hollywood studios.
But really, it's hard to not love Beauty and the Beast live on stage. Specifically, that mob song sing, where you have some family drama happening over in the corner.
I do love family drama, when it's not mine.
Absolutely, that is the key. But you know who loves it even more than us?
Those who get to enjoy it in the park. Molly and Alan, on with the show.
Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. We are here right outside of the Theater of the Stars, ready to accept the award on behalf of Beauty and the Beast live on stage.
Fun fact, this show debuted the very same day the movie premiered in theaters. Disney had that much faith that this would be a certified banger.
They were right.
They made a full-scale production to go along with it, and it's been here dazzling and dancing our way into our hearts ever since. So it is with deepest pride
and greatest pleasure
that we accept this award.
Repulsed by her haggard appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell.
At the end credit version of a 90s Disney movie.
Fully aligned, and by the way, that show still holds up.
It really does. Roar! I am the master of this castle! Will bring me joy forever.
You know what'll bring me joy? That little fight happening in the back right corner during the mob song.
Oh yeah, that is a real treat.
The family drama.
Yeah, the family drama. I also like the fighting with the enchanted objects.
Oh, great.
It's just a great show. It's a crowd pleaser, and I'm thrilled that it won this award. Molly and Alan, back to you. So here's what I'm saying, Alan. I think if we could sneak backstage after one of the shows, you could distract someone and I could grab one, because I've always wanted one of those pink poofy dresses that they have in that ending scene.
So it's like a heist.
Yeah, it'd be like a heist.
Hi!
We're back.
Welcome.
Not discussing any kind of petty crimes.
No, why would you ever think that? What we are going to discuss, however, is our next category. This is a brand new category coming to us specifically for this edition of the Golden Mammoths, and it is the best lounge. Now, there are a variety of lounges to choose from here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Molly, talk to us about what qualifies as a lounge.
Not a quick service restaurant. Not a table service restaurant.
Not that either.
Not just a snack cart. We're talking somewhere that you can go in, sit or stand, have a libation, alcoholic should you choose. You could probably get a munchie or two while you're there, but it is not a full meal situation.
Much more of a light bite.
One of my favorites, I would say, of the dining categories today, this is my favorite category, and the committee has done extensive research over the years. Trying, sampling, retrying, resampling the libations and eats at these locations just for this moment. They are nothing if not diligent.
Now that diligence has brought us to these four distinguished nominees. The Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge, Oga's Cantina, Baseline Tap House, and the Tune-In Lounge.
Wow, 4 winners across the board.
Absolutely, and all have different vibes, different settings, different things you're looking for when you go to visit them.
I agree. Oga's Cantina, of course, the most themed of these locations.
True.
Fun space libations. You got a robot spinning the beats, but hard to get into. because
Truly.
it's so popular. And if you're a cocktail fan, they are pre-mixed, so the options are limited. Whereas if you go somewhere like perhaps
Hollywood Brown Derby.
the Hollywood Brown Derby, a fabulous bar known for things like their martini or margarita flight. Plus, you can order off the full Brown Derby menu, and you can get a wonderful classic cocktail.
Let's say you're not into cocktails, though. You have things like Baseline Tap House that have a whole selection of craft brews for you to choose from.
And let us not forget the Tune-In Lounge, connected to 50's Primetime Cafe, where you are going to get some of that delightful Leave It to Beaver style theming. A great classic cocktail could be made for you behind the bar, or grab yourself a peanut butter and jelly milkshake.
It's also staffed by family, and who doesn't love that? Drinking with family. But let's talk about the winner of this category. Baseline Tap House. Wow.
Wow.
What an unexpected turn.
I have to say, the committee struggled with this one because they are personally big fans of both the Brown Derby and Baseline.
That's true.
But I think ultimately what cinches the victory for Baseline, it's a little more casual.
The accessibility factor is there.
It's a little more unique. It's fun to try a rotating list of craft beers. And hey, who doesn't love a pretzel?
I love a pretzel.
You know who else loves a pretzel?
Our field reporters, Molly and Alan, take it away, and hey, grab yourself a bite.
And I said, Bluey, you silly goose. Who do you think you are, bingo?
Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. It is with our great pleasure
True.
that we will be accepting the award on behalf of Baseline Tap House.
I am genuinely
Ecstatic.
thrilled
Yeah.
to accept this award.
Okay. Baseline Tap House truly is an incredible lounge, the premier lounge here in Disney's Hollywood Studios. You have a nice little outdoor patio hideaway in the inside where you can find a number of craft brews on tap ready to enjoy. And alongside that extensive list, you also have a selection of wines, some cocktails, and some nice non-alcoholic mixed beverages. And if food is your fancy, they do have a selection of light bites for you to enjoy. My personal favorite is their charcuterie board and their giant pretzel, which honestly, now that I say that, light bite for the giant pretzel is a bit of a stretch.
We have picked up some items from Baseline. Alan grabbed the Stone Delicious IPA. I went for a new combination. This is the Superfruit Cider and the White Ale. You can do what they have dubbed the remix, which is the Superfruit Cider and the Mango Cart, but I'm not a huge mango fan, so bartender Joe suggested this, so we're gonna give it a whirl. Also, full disclosure, we weren't planning on eating right now because we've got a lot of other eating awards, but we noticed a new to us menu item, which are the Avenue Chips. These are house-made ranch seasoned kettle chips with their beer cheese. For science, we must try it.
All right. Cheers. The Stone Delicious IPA is consistently delicious to me. All the hallmarks of an IPA, very hoppy, pine forward, very crisp. This one's a little hazy, as denoted by the fact that you can't see through it. So it's not as sharp as a lot of IPAs, but a personal favorite of mine. Let's get on to something that is very intriguing though. You know, on first bite, I was worried because I didn't see the seasoning, you know? I saw a lot of chip, I didn't see a lot of seasoning. And then I bit into it, and listen, it must be that like ranch packet style seasoning that is like soaked into, what was the hot oil when the chips came out of the grease? That plus the beer cheese. This is a phenomenal grab and go snack. Perfectly crisp chips, very dill forward ranch, and that beer cheese, classic. You can get it with a jumbo pretzel. Just very hot. It's delicious. I'm rendered speechless.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Baseline is 3 for 3 with their snacks right now. I'm forgiving them at this point for taking away the steak buff because these chips are awesome. The new charcuterie board is awesome. The pretzel's been a hit forever. It is very deserving of this award. Okay, this is my new staple. I told Joe if it was good, I was gonna call it Joe's Mix. So ask for Joe's Mix, but if they don't know what you're talking about, because we're just starting this right now, it is the White Ale and the Superfruit Cider. The White Ale is less sweet than the mango, which is what is in the remix. So as someone who doesn't like sweet things, this is perfect to have that crisp beer taste, but also a little tart fruitiness coming in. If you're maybe not sure if you like beer, but you like cider and seltzers and things like that, give this a whirl. Cheers to you, Baseline.
And on behalf of Baseline, we happily accept this award.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Back to you, Molly and Alan.
Well, that just looked sumptuous. I'm quite jealous.
Yeah, we only have bag salad here at the award show.
Yeah, it's staring at me right now. But that's not important. You know what else is staring at us?
The next category.
That's right.
Which is Best Family Ride.
Oh, now this is an interesting category. Disney's Hollywood Studios is often known for the thrill category that we talked about earlier. But we should highlight, does have a nice selection of family-oriented rides.
Yes, all the rides on this list either have a lower height requirement or no height requirement, making it fun for most of the family to enjoy. These have fun themes that the whole group can enjoy. And let's take a look at these family ride nominees. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Alien Swirling Saucers, Toy Story Mania, and Slinky Dog Dash. Toy Story Land, unsurprisingly, going 3 for 3.
Very well represented. Also, we're seeing Slinky Dog Dash again, both in the thrill ride category and here in the family ride, a very rare intersection.
It does have that lower height requirement. It is a good beginner roller coaster.
It is.
And I know in personal experience, my family loved it.
Absolutely. You know what else families love?
What's that?
Competition.
Oh, sure.
Toy Story Mania, high rewritability, very fun, even if you are colorblind.
And I don't think we should count out Alien Swirling Saucers.
We shouldn't.
It was one of my niece's favorite attractions in Walt Disney World. It's just a good time, unless, of course, you get stuck listening to Jessie's song, and then you're just sad. Who chose using When Somebody Loves Me as the soundtrack of that ride?
Are you well?
But moving out of Andy's backyard, we head to the Chinese Theater where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is located, a hotly debated attraction when it first arrived because it, of course, replaced the beloved Great Movie Ride.
It did, but I have to say, as a lover of the Great Movie Ride, I am also a lover of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I think a premier attraction and a great addition to the family attraction category.
But who's going to take it?
Let's find out. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway! Wow. What might be a controversial pick by our committee, but I think the correct one.
Do you think the Toy Story Land vote was split between the committee?
It does seem as if they have a highly concentrated area of those family-style attractions, so it's tough to pick just one great one, whereas Mickey and Minnie's, singular.
I gotta tell you, no. The committee was hard and fast on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It was not actually a close competition.
I just wanted to go ahead and give the committee a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
And you know who's going to benefit from a steadfast decision from our committee?
Oh, our field reporters.
Yes, Molly and Alan, you look peachy king. Enjoy.
Nothing can stop you now.
Maybe Goofy.
Thank you so much, Molly and Alan, and we are here happy to accept the award on behalf of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Can you believe it? This is the first ride worldwide to predominantly feature Mickey and Minnie. I think it was about time. You could even say nothing could stop them now.
You could, and we do. But right now, what I say is, we should hop inside the Chinese Theater and see the show.
Nothing's gonna stop me from doing that and staring at Goofy.
Oh no.
Goofy, you should stop now.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is a beautiful family attraction. We're utilizing some very fun trackless technology that literally puts you inside of one of the Mickey Mouse cartoons. And it's Mickey Mouse in perfect picnic. This attraction has no height requirement, and boy, if I just don't think it's one of the most fun new attractions to come to the parks.
Everything is just so peachy.
Well, you ready for a picnic?
Yep, we're off to the park.
See you all there. Welcome aboard, folks. We're in for a relaxing ride.
There they are. Really rock down. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's
Yep, that's a a banger.
I can understand why it has taken this category. What an incredible ride. A ton of fun, so many Easter eggs. It really does feel like a quintessential Disney dark ride.
I love how they were able to put so much thrill into a ride that doesn't have height requirements. The projection mapping's amazing on that attraction. Also, there's, like you said, so many Easter eggs and nods to Walt Disney and old animation. My personal favorite, the actual whistle used from Steamboat Willie was brought out to make the whistle for the train.
So cool.
An amazing attraction. I honestly think, hot take, probably the best ride Disney's built in the last 5 years. I know, but
spicy. But hey, clearly people have some strong opinions about this, given that it has taken this category.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, back to you, Molly and Alan.
Hello.
Hello again.
We're back.
That is an earworm.
It sure is.
Wow.
But I love it.
Let's talk about our next category, folks. It is time for the best table service restaurant. This is a big one.
Yes. We've talked about a quick bite.
We have.
We've talked about a lounge pop-in. But what happens when you want to have a more luxuriating meal? You want to sit down, you want to have a break from the heat. Well, you're going to a table service restaurant.
Of course you are, so let's look at our nominees, shall we? The Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, 50s Primetime Cafe, the Hollywood and Vine, and the Hollywood Brown Derby. Wow, what a diverse showing.
You know what I'm noticing?
Tell me.
3 of these restaurants, incredibly themed.
True.
Hollywood and Vine is character dining, so you're gonna have that immersive experience. Mickey and the gang in a seasonal wear. You got the 50s Primetime Cafe, which, as we already said, when you're here, your family, it's not Olive Garden, but it's close. It's comfort food, pot pie, pot roast, but the whole time you're getting yelled at by your cousin.
And who doesn't love that over dinner?
Fun.
And then you travel on down the road to the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, where you're going to be eating inside of a vehicle while watching some classic flicks.
And the least themed of all, a signature restaurant, Hollywood Brown Derby, known for the Cobb salad, the grapefruit cake, classic entrees, but is it enough to overtake such fun and unique dining?
Let's find out, shall we? The winner is 50s Primetime Cafe! Turns out it's not.
It really wasn't. And you know what? Again, a lover of the Brown Derby, but you know what I love more than the Brown Derby?
Being yelled at by your uncles and cousins.
I was gonna say the Brown Derby Lounge, but that's also true.
True. I love visiting the 50s Primetime Cafe because not only am I eating a heaping helping of delicious stick-to-your-ribs food, I'm doing it with that familial guilt. Now, why do you think the others might have been excluded here?
I think that Sci-Fi, while a lot of fun, the menu's not as good as 50s. It's as themed, but I think the menu edges it out at 50s. And I think Hollywood and Vine, character dining buffet, very niche.
I agree. Now, and when we talk about the Hollywood Brown Derby, that is a signature restaurant, so there is an associated higher cost, and that's tough to justify sometimes in the middle of your theme park day.
Now, what I will notice is that with the closure of Mama Melrose's, there's not just a, kind of casual restaurant that you can go to in Hollywood Studios and still be a table service. So let us all hope that with the Monsters, Inc. Expansion, we're getting Harryhausen's. That's all I want.
I do hope so. That'd be nice to have some monster-related sushi. But you know who's going to go visit some family?
Yeah.
Our field reporters.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. We are here outside of 50's Primetime Cafe, where I just have to say, golly gee, ain't it swell to accept this award on its behalf.
It truly is. I mean, there is nothing like a family meal where you are guilted into making sure you are part of a clean plate club.
I do think part of the best family meals are served with a side of guilt.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be a family meal without them.
Let's just hope Uncle Bob doesn't bring up politics again.
Take a seat, Bob.
50's Primetime Cafe is the Olive Garden of Walt Disney World, not in anything other than the importance of family. You could even call it the Fast and Furious of Walt Disney World in that aspect. But this is a very fun comfort food menu themed to being in a 50s sitcom. So around the kitchen, you're going to see actual vintage antiques and flea market finds from the Imagineers from the 50s. Those old school TVs are going to be playing clips of shows like the Dick Van Dyke Show and the Mickey Mouse Club and Leave It to Beaver. And as we mentioned before, everybody here is your cousin. So they're going to tell you to keep your elbows off the table, finish your plate. But it has been a tried and true Hollywood studio tradition since this park opened at MGM in 1989. So gosh darn it, let's get in the kitchen.
Now here at the 50's Primetime Cafe, you have a menu filled with classic homemade treats. And you kick it off with the old-fashioned handmade specialties. The highlight there, peanut butter and jelly milkshake, which I think we're going to have to get. But you can also get a hand-scooped floats or handmade milkshakes. As far as your appetizers go, you got a cornbread skillet, some Cousin Bob's chowder, which sounds great on a hot day like today, and Cousin Amy's romaine wedge. For your entrees, that is led off by Aunt Liz's golden fried chicken. You also have Mom's old-fashioned pot roast and the 50s Primetime Cafe Blue Plate Special if you are so inclined. But listen, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but if you want the good stuff, Dad's Liquor Cabinet, you can find that on the back, where they have a selection of craft cocktails, wines, red, white, sparkling, and some beers too. Just don't tell them I told you to look there, okay?
Kicking things off with the famous peanut butter and jelly milkshake. If you love peanut butter, this is for you. It tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it mostly tastes like peanut butter with a little fruitiness from the jelly. And I have a lot of nostalgia for this because when I worked in guest relations here at Hollywood Studios, sometimes if we were having a bad day, our manager would come get us milkshakes. And it was always these.
This looks like a good batch. Let's dip it into horseradish. The aunties were cooking with this one. Oh, wow. Crisp exterior, onion is not slimy, which often happens with onion rings. And listen, nothing ruins your day quite like a slimy onion sliding out of that batter.
That's true.
The horseradish sauce, though, is really what sells it. Oftentimes can be quite oily. That horseradish adds a little bit of spice and zip to it. Delicious.
Our main course has arrived, and we decided to split the sampling of Mom's most famous recipes. So we've got a little pot roast, a little fried chicken, and a little meatloaf with some mashed potatoes and gravy, as well as some green beans. Now, I will say, my favorite thing on the menu is the chicken pot pie, but we are going with the classics here. Alan, what are you sampling first?
I'm gonna be like Arby's and have the meats.
Did your mom make meatloaf growing up?
Yeah. Covered it in ketchup. It's a loaf of meat. You know, this really does taste a little bit like childhood because I do remember having meatloaf regularly as a kid. It was never my favorite meal. I think it's flavored nicely. It's got a topping of a clear like glaze, like a ketchup tomato sauce based glaze, and an unidentifiable loaf of meat.
Just like Mom.
Just like Ma used to make. Now for the pot roast. An unidentifiable loaf of meat. Sometimes my brain frightens me. All right, pot roast. Okay. Yeah. I feel like pot roast can be controversial. This one, very moist, incredibly meaty. I like the gravy sauce that's on top that's sort of coating the back half of this plate. Little smoky, and what I will say, the thing that happens sometimes with pot roast is that it can get very dry. That is not the case here. It is still a moist pile of meat, and I do enjoy that.
I will be sampling the fry chicky chick.
Number one.
This is great fried chicken. It's something they're known for on their menu, and for good reason. Aunt Liz know what's up. It's nice and moist, which can sometimes fried chicken dries out. It's got a nice crispy coating on the outside. The batter is well seasoned. Like if you want golden good fried chicken, you're not gonna miss here at 50s. The fried chicken is absolutely my favorite of the plate, but let's try the sides as well. I love green beans. And those are so garlicky. They're fantastic. Those taste like being in my grandmother's house. Buttery, garlicky, fantastically done green beans. And let's try a little of these mashed taters here. Classic, buttery, delicious mashed potatoes. If you want comfort food, you got it.
All right, well, I am uncomfortably full, but very happy.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get guilted into eating.
I do. Auntie Elaine,
Auntie Elaine was awesome.
she was great.
That restaurant is so fun. It can be a little bit much for people if they're not into the thematics of it, but I do feel like it's one of those Disney rite of passage restaurants. It's fun theme and the food's pretty darn good.
It is, but with that, we're gonna send it back to you, Molly and Alan.
Wow, you all are members of the Clean Plate Club.
Good for you.
Look, good for you. You did that willingly.
Hey, I hope you're still hungry though, because the next category is Best Snack Spot.
True professional transition there, Molly.
Alan, we've defined what a quick service is, what a table service is, what a lounge is, but what's a snack?
Snack, I'm so glad you asked, is a quick, easy bite that you're getting from a stand or stand-like structure while on your day in the park. It's very clearly a grab and go.
It could be savory, it could be sweet, and it's gonna be one of these 4 nominees. Epic Eats, Katsaka's Kettle, Pretzel Palooza, and Hollywood Scoops.
Oh, what an interesting collection of delicious spots and then Epic Eats.
Listen, the committee is not on board with Alan's funnel cake hating. But let's talk about those spots. Epic Eats, as we established, has a variety of funnel cakes and other sweet treats. Also a sweet spot, Hollywood Scoops.
True.
Classic hand-scooped ice cream right there in front of the Tower of Terror on Sunset Boulevard.
Who doesn't love that?
Maybe those who prefer a salty snack, like one of the variety of pretzel from the Pretzel Garden.
Oh, they'd love that. Or maybe if you're looking for a bit of salty and sweet, you could go to Katsaka's Kettle and get the signature Katsaka's Kettle corn.
I often do. But what I like and what Alan likes doesn't really matter here. It's all about what the committee likes.
Let's find out.
And the winner is...
Epic Eats!
That's what I think the committee was thinking.
Tell me.
I think the committee recognized the variability of the menu.
There's so much on that menu.
I think the committee said Hollywood Scoops, delicious,
True.
but it's just ice cream.
It is.
I think they said Pretzel Garden, delicious, but just pretzels.
Just pretzels.
You can get them at all the parks.
You can. Pretzels are everywhere.
I think the committee said Katsaka's Kettle.
Controversial.
One of you likes that more than most people.
That might be true.
And I think the committee said Epic Eats.
Yeah.
Unique, wide variety.
Epic, some might say.
So, to test that theory out, let's go to our field reporters, Molly and Alan, who I can tell are equally excited to eat funnel cake right now.
You both look it.
Game face, game face. Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. We are both thrilled to be accepting this award on behalf of Epic Eats. Epic Eats is this small little inconspicuous snack stand right outside of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular Theater, and it's got a variety of snacks, which I know is why it won this award. Recently added a new cold brew. You can do cold brew floats. You can keep it simple with their soft serve, or what they are most known for, funnel cakes.
Oh no, so fun about it.
Over the top, absolutely ginormous, out of the ordinary funnel cakes, which I believe is what we're going to be grabbing today.
And deep into the corner, you have the influencer. Ever the professional on the stage, she is acting as not just the influencer, but also as an award show co-host. Together, she has maintained a professional demeanor while carrying with her 2 treats. One, a delightfully, well, currently it is falling apart, but it was a delightful funnel cake. Followed by a wonderful cold brew with a hat and napkins within a brassiere. Amazing.
All right, now for our food, we have picked up the cookies and cream funnel cake. This is cookies and cream topping with vanilla soft serve, all on top of a funnel cake. We also picked up the Epic Cold Brew Spectacular. This is vanilla-flavored Joffrey's Cold Brew coffee with cookie butter cold foam and your share of the treasure. That's right, some gold sprinkles and the iconic fedora on top.
You know, Joffrey's recently added a bunch of floats around the park, and I gotta say, this one, pretty good. It's a little sweeter than a black coffee drinker, enjoy, because it's vanilla coffee at the bottom. I wish that was just like their French roast or shaky Jamaican, but I really like the cookie butter cold foam. It's got that kind of Biscoff flavor. So if you like coffee that's sweet, but not too sweet by any means, still definitely tastes like coffee, this one's adorable. Give it a whirl. How's the funnel cake?
Who doesn't love an Oreo? And this vanilla soft serve with some fudge on top and the Oreo crumble. Great combination on a hot day.
But how's the funnel cake?
I really just love the ice cream, specifically with some fudge to give you a nice little chocolate burst.
It tastes like fried dough, so pretty good. It's, for me, it borders on donut territory. I do enjoy funnel cake. And these are massive, easily shareable, fun toppings, great use of snack on the dining plan. I can see why this won the award. We're both enjoying it equally.
Taking a moment to step away from the glitz and the glam of the red carpet, it's time for a moment of reflection.
It is now when we would like to honor those we have lost in the past year and thank them for the joy they provided all of us during their service to Hollywood. They had Joffrey's now. I appreciate that.
It's nice. You can do Joffrey float too.
I love float. Hey,
Welcome back.
we've got 3 more Golden Mammoths to hand
Wow,
out.
and it feels like we've just begun.
Coming up next, one of the Big Daddy categories.
Another Big Daddy Caddy. It is the best overall ride.
Wow, there is some stiff competition because, as we said at the outset, bangers only at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
True.
There's not a ton of rides, but most of them make it count. Looking at you, Star Tours.
So let's look at our 4 nominees who are making it count. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and Toy Story Mania. My goodness, folks, talk about a stacked list of nominees coming to play today.
And what variability.
True.
You've got a true thrill ride with Tower of Terror.
You do.
You've got 2 very different, yet equally wonderful family rides.
Absolutely. And you have, in the committee's opinion, one of the best rides, if not the best ride to join Walt Disney World property in the last decade.
But who's going to win?
Let's find
It's a
out.
real mystery after that segue.
Boy, is it a real mystery. It is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Utilizing a variety of different ride systems, taking you on not just a ride, but a full experience, it is easy to see why Star Wars Rise of the Resistance has risen to the top.
This was the ride we were looking for. Over to you, Molly and Alan. Are you just impressed by Star Wars fun?
Well done.
Ewok to that queue now.
Less impressed by that.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to. But to you there. But to you, Molly and Alan. There it is.
That was good. That was
There it is.
Well done. Well done.
I landed that.
Brought to you, Molly and Alan.
I landed by.
You landed that, Falcon.
Right, so Poe Dameron is playing the Doctor, and the monster's being played by. You know that scene in Saltburn that was.
Thank you so much, Molly and Alan. We are happy to be stepping foot here on Batuu. Boy, is it hot under these bright suns.
I can't say I'm surprised to be accepting the award on behalf of Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, but boy, am I excited to. Enough yapping. I say, let's check in with Rey and join the Resistance.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, it's really tough to just call it a ride when it truly is so much more. You're going to be joining Rey, Poe Dameron, and Finn in their resistance against the First Order. It has a 40-inch height requirement, so let's hop on board and see what trouble we can get into. Probably not this time, though.
Naval point on Bakara.
Roger, this is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the General.
I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Rey, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Red 2, Blue 5, Q3.
They're all over us! I'm hit! We lost Red 2, more incoming!
Stand back from those doors.
Keep it moving, it's a walkway, not a stopway. Did that guy just die? about this? Because I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Well, someone better remember, otherwise you're going to be here a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do remember. It's Bakara. Don't tell. But playing dumb is an effective tactic.
I think.
He'll never know.
You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. Attention, block breach. Prisoners not seen on that. The escape pods just below us. Take the list down. We'll cover you. Hurry. No, not up. I said down.
Personnel to that station! Stop! The prisoners have escaped!
How brave.
Your escape pods came in a little off target.
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure.
I mean, yeah.
It gets me teary every time because of the music and also other people's reactions. The people in the front row had never been on it, from what I could tell, and they were geeking out about the lightsaber coming. They were like pointing and clapping and cheering. Like, it's just one of those rides where you really do feel like you are with the resistance.
Absolutely. It's phenomenal, so it is very well deserving of the best overall attraction.
I agree. Molly and Alan, back to you.
Take it away.
May the force be with you. And also with your spirit. Welcome back, MamFam. Now, before we go to our final category, a very special Golden Mammoth must be handed out.
Oh, it must be.
It is time to present the Walter E. Disney Award for Theme Park Excellence.
In our long-standing tradition, for the second time ever, we are going to give this award to an experience that truly elevates your theme park day.
This award is presented to something so special, so incredible, so amazing that it will stand as one of the highlights of your time, not only at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but in your whole life, I could say.
You could, and you did.
Which is why we're so honored, humbled, and amazed to dream this fantastic dream and present the Walter E. Disney Award for Theme Park Excellence to Fantasmic.
Wow. It should come as no surprise that this incredible show that lights up the night sky, bringing Mickey's dreams to life, has taken its top place on the peak of theme park entertainment.
Featuring a variety of pyrotechnics, laser shows, water effects, and dozens of live performers, Fantasmic is truly worthy of such an award.
But don't take our word for it. Experience Fantasmic.
some imagination, huh?
He just kicks up on the melodies. Just for imagination, huh? You know, I started as fake crying, and I'm actually getting tears thinking about it. But we're professionals. And we have one final category to present.
This has become a wildly popular category, after the first time doing it, for this Golden Mammoths Award show, and that is the MamFam Favorite Attraction.
We reached out to you, the MamFam, on Patreon and asked what your favorite ride in Disney's Hollywood Studios is, and that winner shall receive the coveted Golden Mammoth. Now, we presented all 9 rides to you, the MamFam, but before we share the winner, let's talk about the runners-up.
Yes, let's. With 6% of the vote, we have Toy Story Mania. With 13.3% of the vote, we have Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And at 29.3% of the vote, we have the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. All very strong showings for those attractions, but...
And multiple of them. Winners already tonight.
Truly, but there can only be one winner of the MamFam Award. And that is... Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, with a commanding 40% of your vote.
It is no surprise that Rise of the Resistance won and came out on top. It's already a winner tonight, but let's kick it back to the galaxy far, far away, where Molly and Alan are ready to accept the R2 award for Rise, like second order. That's not it, it's the first order.
You hear that, Molly and Alan? You're ready to accept the R2 award for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Take it away.
But when they do, like, these selections truly do shine.
Somebody nailed it here. I mean, it doesn't get a lot better than, hold on. Turns out, this ride also won the Fam Favorite category.
That adds up.
So I guess this ride is a ride for 2. Sounds like I'm pregnant. I'm not. We're just riding this ride one time, but it's for 2. It got 2 awards. It's the big winner.
That's why you're the professional out here, Molly.
I do what I can.
Let's hop on board.
A probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Attention block breach. Prisoners not seen on level 3. There they are! Fire! Take cover! Secret base. And then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Wow, incredible.
Take 2. But you know what this ride is worthy of?
But 2 awards?
Nailed it. No planning at all.
Nope.
Because we're professionals.
I think that if there's one ride at Hollywood Studios that deserves the 2 awards, it's this one. I'm out of Star Wars jokes because I don't know enough about Star Wars.
I couldn't say C-3P no to that. Back to you, Molly and Alan.
You know, Misa loved that ride.
All right, I draw the line at Jar Jar Binks.
I just wanted to bring everyone's favorite Star Wars character to the awards. It seemed only fair.
And that brings us to the end of this edition of the Golden Mammoths. 10 awards across a variety of categories at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Wow, we've learned a lot.
We've learned a lot. Now, Alan, before we sign off, is there anything that was perhaps nominated that did not win tonight that you think deserves just a nod as an incredible part of Hollywood Studios?
I do think, even though I know it was mentioned twice, I do believe that the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge does deserve a nod. What an excellent menu, what a great cocktail selection, and my personal favorite people-watching spot in all of Disney's Hollywood Studios. What about you?
I gotta say, I love Toy Story Mania. I was happy to see it on the board a few times, but it just couldn't clinch the victory. But it has been around for over 20 years. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings.
It hurts mine.
Hurts my soul a little bit.
It does.
But it still holds up. It is a fun family ride that you can do again and again, and I think it should be included on your best day at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I absolutely agree, but that brings us to an end of this edition of the Golden Mammoths, this time at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're excited for this 3rd installment and can't wait to see where we go next.
We have already hosted a Golden Mammoths award show for Disney's Magic Kingdom, as well as lounges across the Walt Disney World resorts. But let us know where Molly and Alan should go next.
And until next time, friends, Please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. There's links for all that down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan. And this has been the Golden Mammoths.
Hooray for
Hollywood! Shirley Temple and I'm concussed.
Just housing Indy's hat. Dip it in the funnel cake.
None of it really matters, you know. Funnel cake can win, I guess.
Funnel cake can win. If anyone should be mad, it's me. It beat Kat Saka. I can't believe the committee would do that. But who are we to argue with the committee, you know? We're just the field reporters. We had nothing to do with it.
It's a good hat.